Shalom. Welcome to Cantor Lois building her Sukkah-5781. And now I have to document it because I can't just have my friends come over and show them my Sukkah. So here are the components. They were staying in the garage since actually 2 years ago because last year we had some challenges, so I shared other Sukkot. And I have now taken to labeling them with a permanent black marker. It doesn't show once I put the covering on it, and it helps me tremendously when I have to know what piece goes where. So that's a hint if you haven't done this before and you're thinking of getting started and putting up your own sukkah. And stay tuned for phase 2. Okay, here's phase 2. Phase 2 is I have the poles kind of leaning on various things. These are the main 4 poles, and they just are labeled ground so they know which part stays on the ground and the other part is for the top. And then one of them is labeled front left, so I knew to put that on the front left. And the tricky part is having some chair or something sturdy holding it up somewhat until you can click in some of the poles that will help it stay up on its own. So that's what's going to happen next. So for now we have this one over here leaning against the table, another 2 leaning against the house, and the other one that you saw behind me also leaning. So stay tuned for phase 3. Okay, so welcome to phase, I don't know, let's call this 2.5, almost 3, in which the heroine just starts putting these Lego pieces together, and the structure is starting to stand on its own and take shape. And so now almost all of the components are up, and you see my step ladder in the middle there. If this is something that's not safe for you, then don't try this at home and have somebody else do it for you. But all I have to do now is get back up on that step ladder and click the other 2 upper poles into place, and we are good for setting up the rest of the sukkah. And there is our almost finished product. There's the structure waiting for the outside covering, and the schach at top, and the 2 pieces of big long pieces of wood that will help hold that up. And that will wait for another day after the rain passes.